Okay, it's 5:30, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I may have to run back and forth if anyone else comes in late. So this is HIIT Cardio. Okay, if you have never done HIIT before, HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. This workout is hard. It is unpleasant. You don't even technically do a whole lot of HIIT work in the actual 30 minutes because it's really hard. That being said, what's hard for me is going to look different than what's hard for you. Okay, so I'll show you different options. You do not have to jump around and get all crazy in this class to get your heart rate up. Okay, you can do everything low impact. I'm always going to show you those options. But the entire point of HIIT is it's a repetition of short bursts of where you are working as hard as you can work with short periods of rest. So when you were working really hard, you were going full out. You were going to completely, heart rate coming up, breathless, unable to speak to someone next to you, okay? That's different than doing like a steady state cardio, like if you were a runner or a cycler and you're gonna stay on and do it for a while. That's a steady state cardio. This is HIIT, maximum effort whenever we were actually doing the HIIT work. So you're only gonna have 4 moves today. I'm keeping the moves really simple. You're just gonna be doing them several times. So we're gonna warm up, a little mobility. Your first round of intervals is actually not going to be HIIT work. It's just going to be kind of a traditional interval. We'll work for a minute, rest for a minute. And a minute is a long time to kind of do an interval. So that's why you're not going to go full out because you got to pace yourself a little. But those first 4 minutes is going to kind of be an extension of your warm up. It's going to get you fully primed to work really hard. And then you'll also be able to see and do those moves for a full minute so you know what's coming next. So when it's time to go for the HIIT, you can go right into it. So first 4 minutes, 1 minute work, 1 minute rest. You're not going to go full out. Then we're going to do 3 different types of HIIT intervals. Round 2, you're going to work really hard for 20 seconds and rest for 40. So the ratio is work 1, rest 2. To the next round, we're going to go 30-30. So your ratio is 1 equal amount of work to 1 equal amount of rest. Then to finish, we're going to do a Tabata, which you've never heard of a Tabata. It's a really specific type of interval drill. The work-rest ratio becomes 2-to-1. You work really hard for 20 seconds, you rest for 10. We repeat that 8 times. It takes exactly 4 minutes. It's terrible, okay? And that's our finisher. But by then, you'll know the moves full out. You will be fully warmed up and ready to go. And again, by the end, you should be breathless. Okay, let's get started. Get excited. So this is a playlist that's going to get progressively faster as we go along. That's kind of a little bit of motivation for you. Kind of working to that fast beat. Okay, warming up, just some mobility. Feet under the hips, big inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to add a swan dive. Inhale up. And then exhale. Come down to that fold, swan dive down, fingertips brush the floor, come right back up, flat back, and right back down into it. You exhale on the way down, inhale on the way up. Couple more. I'm gonna go 1 more, all the way up. Now take your feet wide. Same thing. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So I'm kind of in a sumo squat position, wide stance. When you take your feet wide, you've got to turn your toes out. So my toes, if this was a clock, if this was midnight, think 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. What am I doing? Inhale up, exhale down. Now, if you're going to go low impact with the HIIT work, the way you make it hard is by getting down deep into your legs. So squats and lunges. Let's get the legs warmed up. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Now keep your feet wide. Turn your toes so they're pointing forward. Okay, toes forward. And now hands kind of on your thigh. Side lunge, back and forth. Don't worry too much about how low you're going in the lunge. Just come down to what feels comfortable, making sure you can keep both heels on the ground and keep your chest up so you're looking up at me. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to make it bigger. Lawnmower pull. Left hand, reach down to the right, pull it back. So this time, you're reaching lower Maybe your fingertips are brushing the floor if you can get down that low, but your toes are still facing forward. 3, 2, 1, and then we switch. Right arm, lawnmower pull, left side. And so I'm still supporting myself on the leg. Just make sure you don't push on your knee. You want your arm or your hand up a little bit closer to the crease of your thigh. 3, 2, 1. Leg swings. If you need help with balance, feel free to hold on to anything that's not moving. I'm going to try without. Kick it forward and then kick yourself in the butt. Maybe not. Leg is straight when you kick it forward, then you bend your knee so you're kicking yourself in the butt in the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and switch. Balance, forward, back. Leg is straight in the front, bend the knee, kick yourself in the butt, in the back. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Inchworm. Make sure you have a little bit of room to walk yourself out. Feet under the hips. Knees stay soft, especially if your hamstring is tight, your back is flat. Fingertips walk down the legs. Reach for the floor. Come all the way out. Hit a plank. You can come down to your knees. That's fine. And then walk yourself back up and repeat. Keep going. Fingertips down, so back is flat. Make sure you're not rounding and collapsing when you reach for the floor. Remember, on that plank option, you can come down to your knees if you need to. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more thing to really open up your hips and your legs. Gate swing. Pretend like you were picking your leg up, bringing it over a gate or a fence, and then close it. Up and back in. Inner and outer thigh here. Do whatever you need to do with your arms to help you balance. Up and around. Bring it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we switch. Same thing other side. I don't balance as well on this leg. Open and close. Again, you're stepping over a fence, over a gate. Big, big circles. You're really leading with the knee, so don't think about leading with the foot. Knee stays bent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and just roll the shoulders back. Really big movements. We're not coming down to the floor today. Everything is going to be standing up. It's really going to be very leg driven. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with your first round of intervals. I want you to keep in mind, we're going to work for a minute. So pace yourself a little bit. I want you to get to the point where you just start to feel out of breath, to the point where you're a little bit uncomfortable. Okay? All right, that's the level we're working at. Go ahead and get the timer ready. Your first move, going to back-to-back kickboxing roots. We're going to do a quick jab to the front. This is called front stance or horse stance. And then you have the option to do a burpee or a triple squat. So showing you from the side first. When you set it up, your feet are wide, your toes are turned out. Bend your knees, but then make sure your butt's not sticking out like this. Okay? This is bad. Tuck it under. You want your back like it's flat up against the wall. Pull the shoulders back. And you punch straight ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, maintaining that good posture, keeping your butt tucked under. So from the front, 8 punches, low impact option. You do a triple squat, come up, and then you go again. Higher impact option. You can either walk back into your burpee, or you can jump back and do a full burpee, also known as a squat thrust. Okay, that's it. That's your first move, your first combo. 1 minute, 8 jabs, triple squat or burpee. Go. So again, working hard, but not too hard. And you're counting to yourself, by the way. You might be going at a different pace than me. Again, option, no burpee, lower impact. 3, 2, 1, and come right back up. Now, when your feet are really wide like this, you can get your butt down low. So your squat can be here, chest up, butt down, knees and toes are pushing out. Again, we're going for discomfort. You've got about 25 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. And if you don't want to jump, but you want to do a version of the burpee, you can walk it back and come on up. It's basically a squat back to a plank. Less than 10. 3, 2, 1. Now rest. When you're resting, keep moving around. Don't worry about the beat or anything like that. So you should feel a little out of breath. You can probably hear it in my voice, but I can still talk. Okay, that's how I want you to feel. On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like 5 to 7. Okay, just out of breath, that talking becomes a little bit hard, but not impossible. When you recover, I don't know why I always do this, but this is just what my body wants to do when I recover. I don't want you to just stand there like this when you're recovering. Keep moving around, do some sort of gentle movement. Okay, your next combo, depending on how much room you have. Long jump, option 1. You can jump, high knees back, or you can step, come into a squat, and then football run back. 1 minute, go. Take it forward, jump or step, you land in a squat. If you can, pull the knees up when you run back, or big step squat, and then a football run moving back, which is lower impact, much easier on the knees. If you're jumping, even if you're not jumping, use your arms. Swing them back, up, land, then come back. So I'm landing with my feet about here, like that. So it's a narrower squat. I can't sit quite as low, but I'm landing in that squat to absorb the impact if you're jumping. If you're not jumping, you're coming into that squat to use big muscles to get your heart rate up. You've got less than 15. You pick. Again, going for discomfort. Rest. 1 minute. So when you're recovering, you're moving around. This is your chance also to grab water. Towel yourself off if you need to. So that was move number 2. You've got 2 more. And the rest of the class, you're just going to repeat those moves in different sets of intervals. 30 seconds. And if you need to, while you're recovering, these sets are long. You get a long recovery. Feel free to shake out anything that you need to. Maybe if your hamstrings are tight, you can do some curls. You can kind of kick out your legs if you need to. Next up, pass and shoot. You need a little bit of room to move vertically. Big step, shoot your basket. Option, big step, come up in a calf raise. 1 minute, go. To the side, shoot. To the side, shoot. Now, I like to sweep my arms out to the side. I don't know why, that just feels good. But you could also, really like you're catching a basketball and then shooting it. And again, if you don't want to jump, take a big step, come up on the toes, shooting your basketball on either end. 30 seconds. Again, discomfort, a little bit out of breath, getting to the point where it would be hard to talk, but not impossible. And if you ever feel in this first set like it's getting too hard, then back off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute rest. You have 1 more move. take your minute. Keep moving around. Big inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. This is the easy part of class. After this, everything gets progressively harder, so enjoy this while you can. All right, you've got about 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what's coming next. It's a low knee pull with an option to jump or walk your lunge. So this is a runner's lunge, back leg straight. Your weight is more in the front leg. This is what I want you to be. Your chest is leaning forward. You're looking down at the floor. And you're gonna run 4 knees, staying low. Then option, you can either jump and switch and do 4 knees, or you step back. Do your knees, come up, step back, do the other side. Let's go. 1 minute, get low, chest up. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, you can jump your lunge or you can step it. The really hard part of this is staying low. If your chest is upright, if you're doing this, it's not going to be as hard or as effective. You're really going to hit more hip flexor if you're upright. I want you down lower to where you have to use your core more, okay? Runner's lunge, get down low. You're looking at the floor, not straight ahead. 20 seconds, 4 knees, option to jump, or you step back and switch. So when you do the knees, you get low, lots of separation between your feet here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute of rest. Okay, warm-up's over. Next 12 minutes, HIIT. That means we're gonna do all those moves again, but you're gonna do them as hard as you can. Okay? We go beyond discomfort. It's terrible. It feels awful. Shit gets real. Sorry, Mom. But I want your heart rate really high. You're gonna work as hard as you personally can. Okay? You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. You just have to work hard. Work for 20, rest for 40. 1-to-2 ratio. Remember our first move? 8 jabs, triple squat or burpee, coming back. Okay, you have 15 seconds, then we get there, then we work. And a quick reminder, go ahead and set it up. Wide stance, toes are turned out. Take your butt, tuck it under, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs in. You've got a heavy bag here, you're gonna hit it. 3, 2, go, 20 seconds. Hard as you can. Option, if you like to get crazy, you can jump at the top. Jump is totally optional. That's what I have to do to get my heart rate up. You might be here. Low impact, still working hard. Done. Only 20 seconds, now we rest for 40. So if you have ideas of, I like this HIIT work and I want to add it into my workout. If you're new to it, I would start with an interval like this. 1-to-2 ratio. 20 seconds work, 40 seconds rest, 30 seconds work, a full minute of rest, etc., etc. Move number 2. 10 seconds, we lunge jump, and then run back. Or you step into your squat, football run back. Ready? Go, 20 seconds. If you can, pull the knees up, pump the arms, big jump, land in a deep squat, run it back. If you're not jumping, big step, but still land in a deep squat. 3 seconds. And we're done. 40 seconds of rest. You should notice that it's only 20 seconds of work, but you're already way more out of breath than you were after a full minute. Keep moving around. This is like the hardest thing to teach virtually because I feel like I can't stop. When you teach in person, you can walk around the room, interact with people, and no one realizes that you're not actually doing a whole lot of the workout yourself. All right, move number 3. We pass and shoot. 20 seconds. Go. So if you can, big jump and a big vertical leap. If you're keeping it low impact, big step, but come up in a calf raise on the toes. 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off. Remember, keep moving around. A lot of times when I'm working out at home and I'm recovering from a hip move, I will literally just pace around the entire first floor of my house as I recover. Big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, or exhale through the mouth. Move number 4. 4 low knees, jump or switch. Let's go. 20 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now remember, this is key. You can walk or jump, up to you, but your heart rate's gonna come up because you were staying so low. And I don't care what you do with your arms. I like to run mine, but you could also pull, rest. Your second set of intervals is over. Now we switch to a 1-to-1 ratio. Those same 4 moves, you work for 30, so 10 seconds longer, and you rest for 30, 10 seconds shorter. Big inhale, big exhale. I'm gonna get some water. 8 jabs and a burpee. Here we go. Things start getting real uncomfortable. Remember, we go beyond discomfort. It sucks. Set it up, tuck it under, guard up, go. 30 seconds. 8 quick jabs. Burpee. Also, that's really just a squat thrust. If you want to make it harder, your burpee, you can come all the way down to the floor and then jump. Totally optional. Again, you might be here, triple squat, or you might be here, walking your burpee back instead of jumping. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. That should have felt harder than it did the last time. Next up, move number 2. Actually, no, long jump. I was getting ahead of myself. Give yourself a little bit of room. Big jump. Running it back. 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, go. Long jump, land in a squat. Run it back, knees up if you can. Now, if you don't have a tremendous amount of room to jump, then focus on jumping high instead of out. It might look more like this. And then you can run your knees in place. Okay, modification, step, land in that squat, football run back, rest, 30 seconds. So you should kind of feel how this is progressively getting harder. As your rest gets shorter, you don't get to recover as much. So then that next section of work feels so much harder. Move number 3. Lateral step, shoot your basket. You can do whatever you want to do with the arms. It's a big step and a shoot. Let's go, 30 seconds. Up. Now again, I like to reach my arms out. I don't know why, that just feels good. But you might be here. You might be here. Do what it takes to get to the point where you're getting breathless, which is your word of the week, by the way. Breathless. That's how you should feel. 3, 2, 1. Word of the week, breathless. This is where someone comes up and they try to start a conversation with you and you're like, no. Just shake your head. Move number 4. Low knees, lunge and switch. Go ahead and get it set up. One leg way back, front leg is really bent. You are low, but keeping your head up. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1, jump or step, switch that lunge, go. Like I said, I like to run my arms. You might pull like this instead. Whatever feels more comfortable. Whatever feels harder. I like this. I feel like I can pull my knee harder when I run my arms. 5 seconds. Again, breathless. Go for it. Rest. That's block 3 done. I'm going to give you a little bit more rest now. Our finale. 20 seconds of work, but only 10 seconds of rest. Called a Tabata. It's a very specific type of HIIT interval. We do this 8 times. It takes exactly 4 minutes. So we've got 4 moves. That means you're going to do each of them twice. We'll go through 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go back to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 10 seconds of rest is really a joke. It's not really a whole lot of rest, okay? But keep moving during that 10 seconds. This is going to get progressively harder and harder. By the end, you should be spent. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay, first move, only 20 seconds. Sumo stance. Give me those 8 quick jabs. Hit your burpee. Are we ready? Yes, let's get it over with. 4 minutes and we're done. Here we go. Work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Option. Full burpee. You can drop your chest to the floor if you want. Pick what works for you. Up. 3, 2, 1. Just 10 seconds. Move number 2. Long jump. And we run back. 3, 2, go. Knees up if you can. Or here. Up, up. Pump your arms when you're running. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. You should hear it in my voice. This is hard. Move number 3. Jump and shoot. Go. 20 seconds. Now, keeping in mind, if you get to the point where you're like, oh my God, I'm going to pass out, then back off. Okay, it should be uncomfortable. You should be breathless. But if you get dizzy, back off. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Move number 4. Low lunge. Keep your head above your heart. Run it, and then switch. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Or you might walk your lunge. But make sure you get low every time you step back. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Just 10 seconds. Back to the top. 8 quick jabs. 1 burpee. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, hit hard. Use your shoulders. Option. You can still be here. Rest. 10 seconds. Long jump. Run back. I'm going to go to the front this time. Use your arms, whether you're jumping or stepping. Go. Swing back. Swing forward. Land in that squat. So you're absorbing the impact. And if you're stepping, big step, but you still come down in that squat, so you're using your legs. Rest. Move number 3. You have 2 more to go and we're done. Pass and shoot. 20 seconds. Let's go. This is your last minute of work. 2010, 2010. Five seconds. Everything sucks. Hang in there. Rest. Last thing. Run your knees, switch that lunge. Last 20 seconds and you're done. You should be like me, breathless. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you get lower? It's your last time. Up. Less than 10, less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. You should be spent, not able to talk. Take a minute, walk around. Don't just stop moving. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you feel like I do. I should have worn my heart rate monitor. When I do HIIT work for myself, I wear a heart rate monitor. It's got a little display up. I can see exactly how hard I'm working. Generally speaking, 85% of your threshold is what's considered HIIT work. It's all color-coded, like Orange Theory. 20 more seconds, just move around, recover. Then we stretch, and then you're done. So we warmed up. We did 4 minutes of intervals. Just intervals, not actual true HIIT work. That was kind of an extension of your warm-up. And then we did 12 minutes of actual HIIT. If you were to do HIIT on your own, you do not need more than 20 minutes, and even that is plenty. Okay? HIIT work anywhere from 4 minutes to 20. They should be short workouts, and you should not do them 2 days in a row. Maybe like twice a week, maybe at the most 3 times a week, because your body needs a chance to recover. Okay, I can kind of breathe. Let's stretch. If you're still feeling really out of breath, just continue to walk around. Take your feet wide, big inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Just slide your hands down your legs. So we're kind of resting on top of the knee, and then drop one shoulder, look to the wall. Whew. Come on up and switch. Drop that other shoulder. And then come back to the center. Turn your toes forward. Grab your inner thigh. And then you're going to arch your back, pulling your shoulder blades apart, but keep your head above your heart so you're not tipping down too low. Keep going. I'm going to turn the music down. This is super intense to cool down to. So we're here. Roll yourself all the way up. If you need help with balance, feel free to hold on to a chair or anything that isn't moving. See if you can kick one leg back and bring your legs together. So this was a very leg-centric HIIT. A lot of time when I teach HIIT, we'll come down to the floor, we'll do mountain climbers and stuff. Didn't want to do that today. So your legs might be sore tomorrow. Release, cross over, have a seat. You can also do this stretch sitting in a chair. I'll just grab this real quick. So balancing on one leg is an issue. Hip stretch, sit right here, and then you would lean forward to intensify that stretch. Come on up, hamstring. Just keep the chair close by. Set that heel down, the front leg is straight. Push your butt back. Keep your chest up. So we've got a nice flat back here. You're not rounding and collapsing. Again, head stays above the heart because your heart rate still might be a little bit high. Exhale, toe down, bring it up. Behind, calf stretch. Press the heel down, straighten the back leg. If you don't have anything to hold on to, just hands right here at the hips. If you did a lot of jumping, like me, make sure you stretch those calves good. Come on up, shake it out, and do the other side. Holding on for balance if you need it. Take it back, legs are tight. For your quad stretch, make sure you don't do this. You will lose the stretch if that knee drifts out. So keep the knees together. Release, ankle over the knee for that figure 4 position. Have a seat. Again, option. Oh, you could be right here. So this is stretching into the side of your hip here. Continue, inhale, then exhale. Come on up, hamstring. Take that same leg, heel down, push your butt back, Keep your chest up. I like to hold on to something when I do this stretch because it kind of forces me to keep my chest up here. But otherwise, you'd have your hands about here on your hip. And come on up. Bring that same foot behind. Press the heel down, straighten the back leg. Calf stretch. So if you are more flexible than me, you can feel free to bend that front knee and lean forward as long as you can keep that heel on the ground. Come on up. Shake it out. Last thing, open your arms up and then flip your palms to the back. Reach. See if you can clasp your hands, and if you can, see if you can straighten your arms. Just a quick shoulder stretch. Inhale, release, roll them back. And one more time, inhale up, exhale down, and you are all done. And that was HIIT Cardio.